What's good, planet Earth? Welcome to the channel. My name's Charlie, and thank you for coming along for a video. Today, I've got a PayPal request from Aiden, and Aiden has requested something that has been so highly requested in the comments also, but it's Aiden's request because Aiden paid for it. So this is Bluecoats 2014 Tilt. You guys are going to have a field day this week because two of the most highly requested shows have been I've just done Blue Devils 2014, highest scoring show ever, Fellini-esque, and now we've got the Bluecoats with their 2014 show Tilt. Every day I probably get 5 people asking me in the comments somewhere for Tilt. So this is highly requested on a whole new level, but I think probably both of these are going to be released on the same day. So it's going to be a great day for my for my DCI family. So yeah, this one's called Tilt. I can see from the opening scene here, you've got lots of angular sort of platforms and whatever. So and you know, people leaning back, lots of tilting going on. So yeah, it doesn't really give much away in terms of what the show is going to be about. A tilt is a tilt, right? So anyway, I'm interested to get into it because yeah, it's been so highly requested, but I don't know why. I know obviously the Bluecoats, not the Bluecoats one, the Blue Devils show from 2004. So I'm presuming Blue Devils came first, right, with the highest scoring show ever. And as I understand it, these guys came second. So I now know obviously what made the Blue Devils one great, but I don't know anything about why this one is so highly regarded. So let's find out. Without further ado, let's go.
On the both of us, an unspoken trust we should work it out.
Oh look, they've got an orange box within the field that's on the tilt as well. That's cool. That was interesting. Interesting. So even musically, you've got notes that are being playing which are sort of like a semitone or a tone, I can't remember at this point, away from the root note, which is like a tilt, isn't it? It's a slight tilt away from the bass. So yeah, interesting. Yeah, being played at the same time. Yeah. And then bending, yeah. Very clever.
Performing their 2014 program, Tilt. For internationally, the Bluecoats.
Tight. Amazing. I've just noticed something. They are in line with the tilted pitch that they've drawn on in this orange thing. So all of the drill is, in fact, the entire show. They've tilted the entire thing. That must have been really difficult to rehearse, I presume. Because everything is like 5 degrees out. Are they going to do the whole show like that? So it's basically they're paying no attention to the actual orientation of the pitch. It's all in line with their tilted version. That's cool. That is cool. is, isn't it? That's so cool. Oh, and then they just made their triangle shape. Same as these little runway thingies. Beautiful sound. I love it when they go from this sort of much more sort of muted sound and then it brighter. I don't know how they do that. I know nothing about wind instruments or brass instruments, really. And yeah, but that's one thing that I really love. That muted and then it brightens and just it's like sunrise or something. Okay, is it? Sorry, I know I'm stopping. I'll go back and do that whole bit again. Is it that just more naturally muted sounding instruments are being played and then naturally brighter, like trumpets and things like that, naturally brighter wind instruments are then brought in? Or is it getting multiple sounds out of one instrument? Let's do that again. I know I stopped. Or both. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot to comment on. If you don't like stopping, you're just gonna have to deal with it. There's a lot of playing two notes next to each other. I think that was just what was being. Yeah. So there's a lot of two semitones, like two notes being played a semitone away from each other, which obviously does signify the slightest tilt, right? So there's a lot of that throughout this. Oh, that was nice, tight bit of drill. That looked really nice. "2014 is going crazy hard." Please. I mean, this is like a winning performance right here. You could have only lost to the Blue Devils show. They must have been pissed. Excuse me. No way, goes down the line. Yeah, that was cool. Reminds me a lot of Blast. I get asked a lot about this on Patreon and in the comments as well. Like, yeah, people talking about the show Blast, right? And it's really interesting because I've kind of come full circle. I used to drum when I was young, and I went to see Blast twice. And the second time I went, I took my drum teacher because I was just like, this is so amazing. And I loved it. It was like the best thing I'd ever seen. I absolutely loved it. And now I've sort of, it's really funny because I've sort of come full circle and somehow wound up reacting to this for a job. And so I've come back to it after all of these years. I mean, I must have been, gosh, like 11, 12 years old when Blast came to the UK, and I saw it a couple of times. And now I'm, as near as makes no difference, 40 years old. As near as makes no difference, 40 years old, and I've sort of come back to it. But anyway, sorry, that was a bit of a story there. But yeah, that whole them going down the line with their sticks just reminded me very much of Blast all those years ago. Oh, that's cool. Wow. Yeah, there's a lot of two intervals. The marimbas have been playing them. Everyone's been playing them. Prop design is so simple and so effective. Okay, we got some more angular props. I love this. Company front. Spectacular. Spectacular. I haven't recognized any of the music so far. It's beautiful though, beautiful. Yeah, this is a winning show. This is winning standard. Must have been so annoyed at the Blue Devil show because it was next level. I've just recorded it. So cool. I love how the whole show is just in line with the tilted pitch, the tilted field. Wow. Oh, my eyes are watering. Again. Okay. So that we saw that in another show, didn't we? Which is, I think, where the request for this one started. And I can't remember. Was it the Bluecoats 50th anniversary show where they did bits from different shows and this was one of them? I think it might have been. But we definitely seen that in another show. I think it might have been that one. Let's do that again. So the bend is done by a synth, isn't it? I think I remember people saying that in the original video. And then the note, the big stab, is done by the actual instruments, I believe. That was spectacular. I've said it twice already, but I mean, that could any other year that would have won hands down. That was extraordinary, and they must have been so annoyed that the Blue Devils show was so good that year. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Blue Devils totally deserve to win. I've never heard anything like that in my entire life. But this was easily a winning performance. I loved it. I loved the simplicity of the theme. There's probably a lot I'm missing. I didn't see an awful lot of complexity to maybe the music had something to do with it. I didn't know any of the music. So maybe that was more tightly related to the theme than I'm giving it credit for. But it was just very angular, and obviously the props were all to do with angles. The whole pitch was shifted, and they did it in line with the shifted pitch that the false pitch that they drew slightly on the tilt, which I loved. Such a great, simple but genius detail. Musically as well, as I said, there was a lot of 2 intervals, which is obviously the slightest tilt from the bass note. Amazing. I loved that. I see why everyone's been asking for it. Thank you for everyone that did. But thank you mainly to Aidan, who paid for the request. So thank you, Aidan. I appreciate you and your donation. And thanks for watching with me, guys. You know the drill. Meet me in the comments and we'll talk about it down there. But I will see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day. And as always, be kind to yourselves. Love everyone. And take care. I freaking love you guys.